Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I will say to you that I have no questions, unlike some others. I'll just have a short statement and I'll be gone. First of all, I have talked with Mr. Orloff earlier in the day, and it's surprising me. We don't exactly see things from the same perspective, but we saw the same story, and my story will parallel his very closely. The perspective from the surface, I'm sure, is far different from the perspective from a submarine, and if you will account for those differences, we tell the same story. First of all, I'd like to comment that my name is Peterson, not Robinson, but I'll forgive you for that. I was the lieutenant at the time on one of the destroyers, USS Beale, which came in close proximity with his submarine. We had deployed in September of 1962 on a routine training mission. We were one of 8 destroyers with what we called Huck Group Alpha. Huck is an unfortunate term which sounds very warlike because it stands for Hunter-Killer Group, and I assure you I've never killed anybody or attempted to, and nor were we trying to on this particular day. We were hunting. We had no idea how many submarines are out there and who they belonged to, but that was our job, to hunt submarines, so that's what we did. In usual practice, the submarines were detected from the underwater surveillance system, underwater acoustics, which we call SOSUS. Frequently, they were passed off to patrol aircraft in order to localize, and then finally, when they got close to the Huck Group, they were picked up by usually aircraft from the Huck Group, from the carrier, and passed along. In this case, that's exactly the way it happened. The timing is just a little bit different, but we were past a contact from patrolling aircraft, and we detached a group of 4 destroyers was detached from the total of 8 with Randolph. 4 were sent to locate the submarine, and as he said, surround it, which is what we did. We circled basically at a range of about 3,000 yards, which was determined on our sonar capabilities. If we could have held contact at longer range, we probably would have stayed at longer range, but at 3,000 yards is where we wound up. We did indeed, from that point, drop some signaling hand grenades, I would call them, signaling charges. We didn't even